Hello, it's Vervain and welcome to not at all morning ritual. It's like almost 7 p.m. but it's October 1st and I wanted to start out the month with building a crystal grid. And I had talked a little bit about doing this last night, but I decided to do some other workings last night and then to put out my crystals to charge in the full moonlight last night. And then today we're going to actually build the grid and do some prep components beforehand together. We're going to make a spray for the surface that the crystal grid is going to be on. I've already made a roller that I'm going to apply to it, and then we're going to like build the grid and charge it together and pull a few cards to help us to influence perhaps what goes into it. Which I should have brought my time oil. I feel like an idiot now. It's okay. Because we pulled that time card the other day, so I'm thinking I might want to put some time oil in this grid somewhere. And we will see. We will just have to see what happens. So, welcome, and we're going to get started. I have this little, this tray that I was going to build the crystal grid on. It's like a silver-plated tray. I built the last grid on some salt on here, but I wanted to build this one on this cloth. The cloth just helps it, helps keep stones from like rolling around so much, because it's not such a flat, frictionless surface. So that's what we'll be building it on. And then I had this suggestion from a few of you guys, and this like really resonated with what I was feeling as well, to use citrine and malachite. Citrine for like manifestation and abundance and good vibes, and it's just such an October stone, I feel like. And then malachite is, to me, it's like the stone of the cauldron of transformation, which makes it also a really great October end of the pagan year stone. And for me personally, like, I'm going for 20 and 30 this month, which means I'm welcoming 20 witches onto my team this month into Oil Coven. I'm helping 20 witches get in touch with plant magic and level up their wellness game, and if they want to, their abundance game as well, and their manifestation game. Manifestation is so much fun, so we're going to do a little bit of it together. And this grid is not just for me. This is for the people who are on my team and a couple people who are cross-lined to me who had asked for certain intentions to be included as well that really just align very well with the intentions I was building into this anyway. So this is for us to shine our lights brighter and distill ourselves and kind of speak from a place of authenticity and positivity and welcoming in the right people to the space that we're creating. So I'm creating Oil Coven, which is just a really magical place for people to learn about and use plant magic and be together and do all those things. So one thing that I like to do when I'm building a crystal grid is I really like to use oils with my crystals. I find that using them to like anoint the crystals in the grid once it's already built is a really good way to like begin charging them and awaken their energies. Also, I like to use an absorbent surface, whether it's wood or salt, or this time we're going to use cloth, so that I can add oils beforehand to kind of set the space for the grid. So to do that, I'm going to make a spray, and I thought about making this off screen, and then I was like, that's dumb, I can make it on screen. So I just have an empty spray bottle here. Hi guys, and I have some alcohol-free witch hazel, and I have some distilled water, and then I have a whole bunch of oils, but I think for this one, because I want it to be very multi-purpose that I can use for other future vision holding manifestation grids in the future, I'm going to use Frankincense and Envision. So I think I brought my Envision out here. Yeah, I did. Okay. So this is my Envision. This is a blend of a bunch of different oils. It does have some rose in it. Of course, got to get that in. It's got spruce. It's got like a whole bunch of things in it. It's black spruce, geranium, orange, lavender, sage, and rose. So super magical, great for helping hold the vision. And then frankincense, of course, is just like I feel like the most magical of oils. I believe I read, I need to look this up before I start like spouting stuff, but I believe I read that frankincense actually stimulates the pineal gland like on an MRI, but I don't even know if that's true or if I'm allowed to say that, but that might be something that you might want to look into if that piques your interest. So I'm gonna do 10 or 15 drops of each of those in, this is a 2-ounce bottle. Let's just do 10, because this doesn't need to be that strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and we got an 11th one on the outside. Perfect. Just put that there. Oh, I love me some frankincense. I did a full moon ritual last night, and I think I probably actually poured like 40 drops of frankincense on my body. I just sat out here. Are you guys watching me try and screw my oil bottle lid onto my spray bottle? This is what happens when I try to talk and do magic at the same time. But yeah, I think I literally put like 40 drops of frankincense on myself last night, just like all over everywhere. And then we're gonna do 10 of Envision in here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a visitor. Hello.
Let me open this for you. Actually.
You're so kind.
This.
He brought me Thieves Oil and another special surprise that you're going to see in just a second, I guess. So now we have 20 drops of our essential oil in there, 10 frankincense and 10 Envision. And then we've got the witch hazel, and this just kind of helps it mix up a little better with the water. And so I'm just going to squirt, I don't know if you can see, just about that much in there. Thank you so much, you're so kind.
How much longer do you reckon?
I just started. So less than an hour, because that's when they cut me off.
Well, I've got some dinner ready to go.
Your dinner ready to go?
Well, no, it's not. I haven't started the fire yet.
Oh, okay. Perfect. We will kindle the fire. We will kindle the fire. We will kindle the fire. And then I should have brought a funnel, but I didn't. So we're going to hand pour from the gallon jug into the 2-ounce bottle some distilled water, because you know what? I'm a tea server and a barista. I can do this. Ooh, who's good? Shouldn't speak too soon. Who's good? Me. That's who. And you too, probably. Hey y'all, we're making a magic spray to kind of set the space on this. Well, I'm making it specifically because I want to use it to set the space on this plate that I'm going to make into our October manifestation crystal grid. But I'm probably going to use this magic spray for other things too. We'll just put the lid on there. I could have put some crystals in there. You know what? I will actually. I think I have a little room. So all of these quartz crystals were out here charging in the moonlight. So I'm just gonna pick this one, and just because it's got full moonlight in there, we're gonna put that in there as well. Beautiful. Shake it up, shake it, shake it out, shake it out. Whoa, oh. Okay, and then just to make sure I know what it is, I brought my little magic decal. Hey there, y'all. Hey. Hey there, hey. We're making some magic, so we're gonna put a magic sticker on it. I'm making a magic spray to prime this cloth that I'm gonna build a crystal grid on, and then we're gonna actually build the crystal grid for our October manifestations. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put this on there. Magic. Perfect. Okay, so the requests that I had for crystals to go in this grid were specifically malachite and citrine, and I'll probably put in some pyrite too, because you know me, manifestation, speedy, gotta get that pyrite in there. Abigail says yellow, which to me means more citrine, or maybe it just means hello. Both? Anyhow, hi guys. Welcome to the party. welcome to the ritual. And then we'll peel off the thing, and now it really says magic, and it's beautiful. And you'll get to see it right ways soon. So, but I did want to, okay, so we have the spray, and we'll just go ahead, actually, and we'll give that a little shake. Shake, 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 shaky. And then I'm just gonna spray this surface. There we go. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. Frankincense and envision. It's so magical, so awake. Ready for magic. I'm gonna do a little of that for myself too. So good. So good, so good. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. I do have the vision that I want to put in the center of the grid. We're going to turn you around just real quick. Can you see what's happening? No, because you're in the center of the tripod. I didn't plan this out very well. Go this way. Now you can see. Okay. So I did have the vision to put the citrine in the center, like the flames beneath the cauldron, kind of. And then to have, I don't know if this is going to work. It's not going to work. The malachite on top of it. We'll just do it like that. Just like that. I love it. It's perfect. It's beautiful. So we have the potion and the cauldron of transformation on top of the flames, also of transformation. And we leveling up this month, guys. So, alright. Moving onward. I made mushroom dread beads, guys. Somebody commented on them. I made this one, and I made this one, and I made this one, and this one, and there's more somewhere. I'm not worried about it. There's one. There's like 7 of them. I don't know. But then Orally at Shroomware made the earrings, and the hat was a gift from my mother. So it's really like a whole, it takes a village to make a mushroom, basically. And then a mushroom kind of is a village. It's mycelium. I love mushrooms. Maybe you could tell. Okay. Oh man. My husband brought me some lovely refreshment. Here's another hat, guys. This is an Angry Orchard crisp apple cider. You've probably seen this in my reels. This is Thieves Vitality. And I'm not kidding, it only takes a drop. But this is just like a crisp, bright, the driest, I think, of the Angry Orchard ciders. And then this is clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, lemon, and rosemary. And it's just like super autumn spice and delicious. And I just like to be really careful and get 1 drop in there. 2 drops came out, but 1 of them went on the outside of the bottle. So we're good. I personally have a sensitivity to this oil if it's not diluted, so I'm just gonna use my scrunchie to wipe that up. But diluting it in the alcohol in the cider does do well enough for me. There's like enough sugar and stuff in the cider that it's not just like it's sitting in water. I do, however, I stick my thumb in it and then I shake it real good. And then I take my thumb out very carefully. And then I have a beautiful autumn spice cider to keep me company while I crystal grid. Okay, so, damn, mosquitoes are out. They must like the frankincense. So really quick, I wanted to pull, I think I'm not going to pull an herbiary card because we pulled the thyme card the other day, and I want to include the thyme oil on the malachite in here. To help like distill us down to our truth and stay on our true path. And you can go back and watch that morning ritual or read the posts that I posted about that if you want to know. Actually, you can't go back and watch that morning ritual. It got deleted. I'm sorry. But you can read the post I posted about thyme. And Maybe I'll post the pictures of the book again. But what I did get, I got this new Crystallary from the same person, Maia Toll, and I haven't used it yet. So I thought that we could pull a crystal card, and I brought like all my crystals out here. So if we pull a crystal that I have, I'll put it in the grid. And if we pull a crystal that I don't have, maybe I'll pick something similar, and, you know, we can talk about it. Peridot's right there on the bottom, and I actually brought a lot of Peridot with me. I definitely do want to put Peridot in the grid, but we'll go ahead and shuffle. We'll play the emoji game real quick. I see there's 10 of you here, so it should be no problem to play the emoji game. I want to see either the blue diamond or the purple crystal ball. At least that's what they look like on us. What they look like for you. I want to see either the crystal ball diamond emoji. There's a ghost, but there's not. Walking in my roommate's blowing in the breeze. Oh, there's the crystal ball. Perfect. Oh, I don't have this one. I don't think I have this one. What's the next one? I'll tell you what it is. Okay, I kind of have that one. That'll work. I'll show you both though. So we got garden quartz, which I actually really love, and I'll see if I can find like moss agate or something similar to put in here, which is just like quartz with beautiful inclusions that look like a garden. And I'll go ahead and post the stuff in my stories about this if you want to look into it. I think I'm losing light, so I want to go ahead and get to the grid here. But then I also got, the card under that was Almondine Garnet. And I don't know if I have Almondine Garnet, but I have a whole bunch of garnets that have been actually like out on this balcony for a long time, but they were definitely charging in the moonlight last night, that's for sure. So we'll throw those garnets in there, and I really like that actually just intuitively putting this in here, because it feels to me like garnets to me are like the stone of the blood, and so it's, to me, it's stone like in this particular context of manifestation and transformation, it speaks to me of this idea of being really invested in the transformation, being really invested in the manifestation by like stepping fully into it with your full self, and like saying like, I'm here to do this, I'm ready to be transformed, go ahead, like my blood is in it, my spirit is in it, my body is in it, I'm in it all the way. So I have some garnets here, we'll use it for that, and I'll see if I have anything like garden quartz that I stumble upon. But I definitely don't have, like, I don't think I have chlorite quartz or any sort of garden quartz. Let's see about this garnet though. Are these in alphabetical order? The answer is no. Almondine Garnet is on 83. Do they have a number? Oh, it has the page number on the card. That's really cool. I just saw that. Gosh, the illustrations in this book, this is not for our card, but the illustrations in this book are just glorious. I will use this on like a proper morning ritual soon, so you can really see more of this in the light. I'm so sorry that I waited so long to do this, but you know, everything in divine timing. So this is our Almondine Garnet page, and it says, Almondine knows your storyline didn't start the day you came kicking and screaming into this world. No, it started so long ago that the stars have since shifted their course in the sky, and the dust of that day has hardened into stone. Your beginnings are carried in your blood, in the memory created by each DNA mutation and epigenetic tag. Blood is memory, not just your own, but of those who came before. You can ride your own blood back to these distant knowings. But more than that, Almondine will help you move and shift that memory, changing what gets carried forward. Sink into yourself. Your past's past, Almondine whispers. I have a tale to tell. And this tells me that I want to, like, so what I get from that is that so much of the transformation that those of us who are tuning into this grid this month are needing and undergoing is about breaking generational curses and rising above generational trauma and like stuff that we have been given from past generations, fears and traumatic memories that have been passed down through us through our blood, that tell us that we can't be our true selves, that tell us that we can't be our highest selves, that tell us that we can't be witches, that we can't make magic, that we can't rise above and show up fully, that it's not safe to show up fully. All of that fear, all of that trauma that's been passed down to us, that's what we're transforming through, and that's what we're rising above. And I'm going to put these garnets, these 4 garnets, right around the 4 sides of the citrine, and I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to flip the camera around once I get some crystals out so you can see the actual building of the grid, and that's what we'll do together. I'll read this ritual though for you guys. Ritual, the flow of your history. Use the waxing and waning energy of a moon cycle, here we are at the full moon, to explore your own lineage. If you need to build your relationship with your lineage, begin at the new moon. If you need to release toxic histories, hear me the fuck out, man. What did we just say? If you need to release toxic histories, start at the full moon. What divine timing. Thank you, universe. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everything in divine timing. You will do both releasing and building no matter where you start in the moon's cycle. Choose where you would like to begin, knowing this exercise will unfold in fullness. So, starting today, building this grid, we're starting with releasing. And that's at the center of the grid. That garnet is at the center of the grid. We're starting with releasing that traumatic memory, and then we'll move into growing, filling that empty space. I love it. I love it. Make an Almondine Garnet elixir by placing a glass jar in a bowl of filtered water. Place your Almondine Garnet in the glass jar and set the bowl in a place where it won't be disturbed. Pour out a few ounces of water. So it's just, if that's not clear, it's telling you to do an indirect infusion. Don't put the garnet in your water. Put it in something in your water. So they put the garnet in the jar and then put the jar in the water so that it's soaking up the energy but not the actual mineral content. Very important. Pour out a few ounces of water from the bowl to drink each day of the 28-day moon cycle. Refill the water in the bowl as needed. I really like that. Maybe I'll do that. Pay attention to dreams, intuition, and body feelings, including illness. Keep a journal to track your results. And then reflection. Lean into lineage. The support of lineage is powerful medicine. It helps you feel stable and supported in a world that can feel topsy-turvy. It gives you a sense of community when you're feeling alone, and it allows you to tap into guides who can help you reclaim your wisest self and sense of spirit. As you sink into your own ancient history, beginning to understand that it's not just a distant past, but is notched and carved into your DNA, how might you honor and recognize these newly discovered parts of yourself? Think about what feels best for you. Honoring your lineage needn't be solemn. In Japan, the Obon Festival, a celebration of the ancestors, features drumming and circle dances. Can you create a bit of ritual or movement that might put you into connection with your ancestors? So, if you want to tune into your lineage, that might help you this month, like specifically work through whatever it is in your blood memory that needs releasing. And also, like, don't forget, tuning into whatever's in your blood memory that is your strength also. Because there's definitely both. Like, we all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain flowing to the ocean. But we all come from the same maternal ancestor 180,000 years ago. They call her Eve. Like the actual ancestor, they also call her Eve. There's also like the Bible story and stuff, you know, whatever you think. But yeah, if you go back 180,000 years, we'll have the same maternal ancestor. And all that means is that in your blood there is absolutely strength and there is absolutely weakness and there is absolutely both. And there are absolutely lessons to be learned that you may need to be, you know, releasing pain and releasing trauma and releasing memory and releasing things that don't serve you that are carried in your blood. And then there's also things that you'll find there that will really help carry you forward. Like, you are only here because generation upon generation upon generation of women gave birth to women who gave birth to women who gave birth to women who gave birth to you. Whether you're a man or a woman, that's true. And that's really cool. And that's a lot of strength in your blood. Like, you've survived. Like, your DNA has survived that whole time. There's something there worth preserving. But that goes for all of us. It doesn't make you special. In a good way. It's good. It's good to not be special like that. Anyhow, okay. Where do we go from here? We go to the crystals. Okay. So let's see what I can find. Maybe I'll turn the camera around so you can start looking at the crystals with me. I think that would be fun. Okay, I'm going to turn it though so we can both see what's going on. Is that going to work? Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so we have this box of crystals. I don't even know what's in here. We've got this Kambaba Jasper, which is probably like the closest other thing that I have to malachite. And I don't know, that just feels really good to me. I'm going to set that. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to think about that though. And then we've got, ooh, actually, this feels better to me. This is called Dragon's Blood Jasper, and I'm sorry about the light. I'm really sorry, guys, about the light. But I'm gonna put these pieces of Dragon's Blood Jasper between the garnets around the malachite and citrine in the center. And that'll be like, I don't know, I feel like it kind of ties together the malachite and the garnet and everything, and it's like, I mean, the dragons on the one hand are like collectors of wealth and abundance, and also like fierce protectors, and also like they wield the fire of transformation. And then it's like Dragon's Blood Jasper, so it ties into that blood aspect. So I think that's really cool. What else have we got here? Let's move on from this box. Oh, I do have this moss agate, but this is like my only, this doesn't really work in this grid, I don't think. It's really pretty though, actually, I'll show you. I don't know if it's even focusing on that. But that's moss agate. It's really pretty. I'll keep it out to take a picture for you. Okay. And then nothing in there. I do want to put some moonstone in here. Look at all these guys. Look at all these babies. They're so beautiful. So I'm going to take this moonstone from here. We'll put these. I want to, I drew some runes last night about this 20 and 30 journey, and this is what I drew. I drew Solo and Dagas and Uruz, and these tell a story. So the Solo is like this fast strike. It's success, but it's fast and sudden, and that to me was like a huge confirmation of trying to do 20 and 30, because it's like, you know, I could keep trudging along at like whatever pace, or I could go all in with all my full energy, give it 125%, give it 1,000% for 30 days, and just see what the fuck happens, you know? And it is a success rune, but it's very much like a strike. I don't know, as I drew this rune, I got it was like this phrase just like appeared in my head, and I have to look more into exactly what this means, but strike while the iron is hot, like that phrase just replayed in my head over and over when I looked at this rune. So that to me was a huge confirmation. And then Dagas is like the door of transformation. It's the place between. And I'm also coming into this coming March, I'm coming into my Saturn return. So I don't know, like, I have a lot of transforming to do right now, and a lot of other people I know, I don't know, the world's transforming right now, but Dagas is this place between worlds, place between realities, and also coming up to Samhain, it feels like a really perfect rune, because, Samhain is like the door between 2 years, the place between. In Celtic tradition, actually, the day of, like, the night of Halloween didn't really exist in the calendar, and that's why you could have all this mischief then, is because it didn't count. It was like the end of the year was sunset on the 31st, and then the beginning of the year was sunrise on the 1st of November. So, I don't know. That's just a cool thing, to be in this transformative in-between space, between worlds, and that's really where transformation takes place. And the new moon is also good for that. So coming up to the new moon 2 weeks from now with the intention of transforming in its darkness, and then coming back and growing and reaching completion at the end of October, that to me, I don't know, that's what that said to me. And then Uruz is this rune of manifestation and of bringing down from the immaterial, from the unformed, from like the raw energy, bringing that into manifested reality, and so it's a manifestation rune in that sense. Oh yeah, these are fluorite as well. These are rainbow fluorite. They've just spent some time places. And then yeah, these are fluorite. And then if you guys are interested in learning more about runes, I actually just wrote a book about runes, and it's called Modern Runes by Vervain Hallsdottir, so you can look it up on Amazon if you're interested in learning more. But I wanted to share that with you because I made this roller last night. It's my magic roller, and it's my 20 and 30 roller, actually, because I put 20 drops of frankincense and then 30 drops of, like, other magical oils. I did a bunch of stuff. It was like 3 drops each of something and then 8 drops of one thing, and it all came out to 30 other oils with the 20 frankincense. And I'm using this to anoint myself throughout the month as I run for 20 and 30, but I also want to use it to write some runes on the grid surface. So I wanted to show you that reading so you could have the context, and then I'm going to inscribe those runes with this roller on the cloth here. So I'm going to start with Solo, and I'm going to do that outside the dragon's blood. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you guys could, like, smell it through the camera, but you can't. And then I'm going to put Dagas around the... I want to put Dagas actually in the center, under the Citrine. That feels right to me. Okay. We'll put that guy back. Perfect. And then we'll put Uruz outside the Garnets. That really actually feels perfect to me. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Woo! Alright. Oh, I love that. Feels good to me. Okay. There's that. And then I was going to put the Moonstone here. And I'm going to put the Moonstone outside, just outside of the Garnets. Just because I feel like blood and the moon are so tied together in... I mean, especially in feminine magic, but I don't have to explain that to you guys. And then also because we are manifesting in the moon cycle here. You know, we're going to put more moonstones. We're going to do 8 moonstones. Actually, could we... We're going to do 12 moonstones. Because we're feeling extra. I might even want to do 13 is what really feels good to me. We're going to do it. We're going to fuck with this, with the perfect symmetry a little bit, and we're going to do 13. And this one's going to be that top one. So that's honestly my favorite moonstone that I own. Don't tell the others. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and that's for the 13 moons, and I just feel like 13 is a good lunar number. Come on, guys, cooperate. So, we have our moonstone now. Really beautiful. Oh, can I, like, make a... It's gonna mess with the color a little bit, but I'm gonna turn a light on. I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like how much better you can see. Is that even a good thing? Does that even help? It's so orange. Whatever, it is what it is. The magic is real, guys. You know what the crystals look like. They look like rocks, but pretty. I'm looking at what you guys are saying. No way, I'm still getting your rune book. All those runes feel really good. Oh, thanks. This is so much fun. Light is perfect. Not anymore. That book is fabulous. I'm assuming you were talking about the crystal one that we were just looking at. Okay. Well, Shroomware likes the video, and Shroomware is really in charge, so we're gonna go with that. Oh, this already feels so good. But we promised we would put in loads of citrine. Blue thing, we got the purple thing, we got the green thing, and then here we got the yellow thing. I store my crystal beads. These are all beads, by the way, guys. Like, if you're trying to make crystal grids, collect beads, because you can get really high quality crystals for way cheaper just because they have holes in them, and you get like a whole set of them because they're on a string. So that I think is really cool, and also then you can make jewelry with them if you want to, or you can just grid with them. So now we're gonna put some citrine, and you can't tell from looking because now everything looks the same in the dark, but I know which ones are citrine, so I'm just gonna put some pretty citrines around here. And I'm gonna put, how many should I do? I don't know. I'm definitely gonna put this one here. I'm just gonna see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna have a lot, but let's do 8. That kind of feels good anyway. It's kind of leaning towards 8, and then it looks like I have 8 of this shape of bead, so that's what we'll go with. And the citrine is on the outside, and it's kind of projecting that transformative inner work out into the world to send out the signal for the manifestation that we are preparing to receive sent back reflected at us, if that makes sense. That was a lot of words in a weird order, but it is what it is. Those don't go there. It's this one and this one. Oh, I love it. I love citrine. I promise I'll take good pictures of this in the morning, and then you'll be able to really see what it looks like. So there's the citrine that we promised. And this is such a different grid than the last grid that I made. I'm like really tempted to like include all the things that I put in the last one, but I'm like, no, we're gonna do this the way that it was divinely inspired, the way that it was requested, and just the way that it is. And this one's going to be a warmer green, yellow, red grid, which is funny. I've actually been really feeling all of those colors, green, yellow, and red. Oh, where's my pear dot? Here is my pear dot. I have a whole saucer of, well, it's got a lot of things in it, but it's got pear dot in it. Actually, what happens if I put the string pear dot around the edge? Because pear dot is like a good vibe stone and an abundance stone, and so if this whole thing, oh my god, it's literally a perfect fit. If this whole thing is encased in like a boundary of good vibes, a border of good vibes, and it's like we only, like we do this inner transformation, but then we only let the good, transformative, positive, affirmative belief signals go out into the world. Like, yeah, you go through negative shit and you're allowed to talk about that, but like if you want to be manifesting good shit, you got to be talking about that in a positive, affirmative way. The word that I'm looking for is empowered. You got to be talking about that in an empowered way. And what I mean by that is, like, if you're trying to manifest abundance, right? And if you're like the rest of the world, you're trying to manifest abundance because you don't have money, or you don't have enough money, or you need more money, right? But when you come from that space of, oh, I don't have enough, oh, I need more, oh, I don't have anything, I don't have enough, I'm in a space of lack, I'm in a space of scarcity, I'm in a space of have not, that's the signal that gets sent out into the world, and people are like, that's not fun, and that's not yummy, and that's not sexy, and that's not delicious, and I don't want to be part of that. And so all of the stuff that you're trying to attract is repelled by that attitude. Whereas you can have the same amount of stuff and come at it with the attitude of, I'm creating for myself, I'm stepping into this space, I'm taking the actions that I can take to create more for myself. I'm choosing to put myself out there and shine this light so that I can, see it reflected back at me. And like, the same person with the same amount of resources can say both of those things, and they can afford the same amount of groceries, but one person is going in with a can-do attitude that's going to attract, like, the right people, the right things, the right opportunities. And it's also, like moths to a flame. Like, if you burn bright, like, everyone's going to be attracted, and it's going to be, people you don't want to deal with too. But that's what the boundary is for then. So then this boundary will help you. This is what I'm imagining. This is what I'm envisioning. This is what I'm putting into this grid. This boundary will help us filter what we put out into the world so that we're sending out the right signals, and then also help us filter what comes back into our domain so that we're manifesting the right kinds of abundance and the right kinds of success and the right kinds of people. And for me specifically, like, the right people for my team. Like, I don't just want anybody on my team. Like, I'm not so desperate for 20 and 30 that I just want anybody at all to sign up. Man, it's so fucking dark. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn this camera back around because I think you'll probably be able to see me better than you'll be able to see these crystals. And it's probably just less boring to look at my face in the dark than to look at a plate of crystals in the dark. We need to launch Paradise at everyone. Abigail says, I don't know why I keep thinking you're gonna put gold in it for Freya. And here's the crazy thing, is I actually don't really have gold, and I don't have amber, which is really hurting. I need to get me some amber. I have a little amber on a mini mala that one of y'all made for me, put it in my car. So one piece of amber hanging in, but I really don't, and I have like a bracelet, but I really don't have much amber. I did bring oil for Freya, so the frankincense is for Freya, and honestly, like, this whole project is for Freya. I will talk more about it. I've been meaning to live and tell you guys this whole story, but like, Freya, straight up, is the reason that I feel okay doing business. Freya, like, basically for me to start doing Young Living as a business, and that should support me, and that, like, obviously, like, if a goddess of women and beauty and wealth and beauty, like, if a goddess of nature, gold, and magic, and love was gonna create gift for women, like, it would be something that allowed them to engage with plant magic and build connections with each other, create wealth and abundance and positivity while doing so. Which is like, oh, right, that's what Young Living is. Got it. Cool. Downloaded and into win it. So I'll tell you guys, like, the whole story, the whole revelation, and how that came to me. Some other time when it's not dark, I'm not trying to look red in the dark. But for now, I think I'm gonna put more peridot around the edge of the eye. And I'm just gonna put one on each of the citrine. It'll be twice as my peridot. So I'm gonna go back and I'm pyrite between all of the peridots. See, one pyrite for every scene, and pairs for each, if that makes. And then there are pictures, and so you can see what I'm talking about so far. Thank you so much for tuning for this. It's so fun. I really should. It's like an hour earlier, you know. You'll learn. And I wanted to do this moonlight, and I don't know if I'm on the moon yet, but sure soon. I had that reel yesterday about how moonlight, definitely moonlight, and in the magic roller that I showed you to write on this cloth, and also the like I was quartz roller last night, and that was the one that's in the video. Okay, just 2 more pear dots to put down. Okay, and then maybe I'll actually maybe I'll let this just soak up the moonlight tonight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and awaken the crystals with the oils so you can see what's going on. I think that's actually a great idea. That's what we're gonna do. So that's the peridot. Then the pyrite is actually still gonna be in this mug from my last crystal grid. But all of these have been like cleansed. They've been out here in the moonlight. And then I'm just gonna put these sparkly ass motherfuckers between the peridots. Peridot, pyrite, it's kind of a tongue twister, honestly. And it's in the dark. I find pyrite is just like a super speedy manifester stone. Like if you want to make stuff happen, get pyrite on your side and it'll happen a lot faster. That's been my personal experience with it. It's like it speeds up and fires up. It's such a fiery stone. That's why it's called pyrite anyway. I feel like it speeds up any manifestation that you do with it and just kind of like adds fuel to the fire for it. So that's that. I will get you pictures of this tomorrow, and I think I will go live tomorrow to finish. I think the grid is built, but we'll charge it tomorrow, and what we'll do is we'll add the oils. So we'll anoint each crystal with an oil that kind of corresponds with the intention for the crystal in the grid, and maybe we can even pull a card to bless it. We'll pull another herb card to see if there's an oil it suggests that I have that we can incorporate, and I'll play some music to charge it as well. That's one of my favorite things to do to charge grids, is play some music over it and just fill it with the actual vibrations of my voice. And I've been meaning to play a concert for you guys anyway, because it's October, and I don't know if you know this, but like my only song that's already on Spotify is called October. I put it in my stories this morning with my fall vibes slides. But basically what it means is I've been waiting all fucking year to have an excuse to play my song for you guys again, and I'll sing a little sneak peek of it for you now, but I'll actually play it on live tomorrow. And I know that it's October, but it feels like winter's over. Though it's cold, I feel like rolling in the clover. I want to address, because I saw earlier Abigail was asking about if I ever put tea leaves in a crystal grid, and the answer is I haven't, but maybe I should. I do actually have a box of Daiye, like big leaf tea leaves that I steeped and then dried out, but I don't know how I feel about that, because like if you've steeped it and then dried it out, like sure you have like this fiber, the skeleton of the plant, but I feel like most of the spirit of the plant like already got drunk up if you've already steeped it. And if you haven't already steeped it, then it's in like a very weird shape to be in a crystal grid. But Yabao would actually be really good for that. In fact, maybe we'll add some Yabao to this grid tomorrow. We'll just see. We'll just have to see. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for joining me. this has really been a magical way to spend my evening, the first evening of October. I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow to finish anointing and charging the grid. Also, like, this is kind of theoretically like today's episode of Morning Ritual. I'm wanting to switch the Morning Ritual schedule. I was doing it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm wanting to do it now Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, just because I'm actually off work Thursday and Saturday, and I'm also, like, I know a lot of more people who are available on Saturday to potentially, like, do Morning Ritual with me. I really want to do more lives with other people. So if you think that you are a good co-host for Morning Ritual and you want to co-host it with me, shoot me a message, slide into my DMs, let me know. If there's anything in particular that you would want to do, or like a deck you would want to pull from together, or anything you'd want to talk about specifically, or if you just want to chill out, figure shit out, wing it on Morning Ritual, that would be fun. Yeah, so, anyhow, I love you guys. Have a wonderful, magical night. Enjoy the full moon. Enjoy October. I hope it feels like October wherever you are, because October is just wonderful and magical and beautiful. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.